Hi everyone, this is Neel Raithatha, consultant audiologist and director of WAXscope. Thank you for joining me in another video using the WAXscope. And here we have a patient who attended with bilateral fully occluding earwax, and I'm just commencing with their left ear. You may have seen right at the beginning of the video, I shared with you a still image of a huge wax plug, and that was removed from their right ear using the right ear hook. And at the end of this video, I've got a couple more still images, one including that wax plug beside a ruler, so we can measure its length, and it's almost the entirety of the ear canal. So the average human ear canal is 25 millimeters, and that wax plug measured just approximately shy of 23 millimeters. So it's quite a big block of wax there. So this there left ear, the wax plug is quite dry, and there's a bit of skin attached to the periphery. So just slowly bringing it forwards. I've just reduced the exposure slightly. So when you've got a lot of dead skin keratin and you're shining a light, especially with the magnification provided by the WAXscope, you can get a bit of reflection. So I'm just reduced the exposure. So that's the first plug removed. Now that we're going a bit deeper, I'm just going to increase the brightness, as you can see. So this wax, although it looks like it's near the entrance, it's probably halfway, maybe 2/3 of the way into the ear. So this wax is a bit softer, and you can see some of that skin again at the base. So again, just trying to get a suction grip. And now that I have just these little circular motions, just wriggling and teasing this out of the ear. Now, I've mentioned it in my other YouTube channel. I'm not sure if I've mentioned it on this one. This is the clear wax channel. I'll come back to that in a moment. So again, this wax is actually near the eardrum, but because of the magnification, it looks like it's not that deep in. It's another sizable plug. I've had many requests for a long period now, actually, for me to read books or narrate some sort of poems, etc. Because apparently a lot of people have found my voice to be soothing and calming. So I have created a new YouTube channel where you'll find me narrating books and poems. I've done a few already. It's not something I can really commit a huge amount of time to, but it is a bit of an enjoyable hobby for me as well. So if I can read and record and share that, and if people enjoy that, so everyone's kind of a win-win there. So I will put the YouTube link in the description. If you do want to find it directly, if you go to YouTube and type in @Neel Reads, and it should come up to my YouTube channel. So if you one of those individuals that enjoy listening to me talk, feel free to subscribe. So this is their writer. This is where that huge block of wax appeared from. That was in the thumbnail. I can feel some resistance here. I just know this is not going to come out with suction. This is why it's so important that if you are a clinical ear care specialist, that you're not solely reliant upon microsuction, because you're going to have to use instruments. But I know a lot of specialists that don't, and it just puzzles me a bit. So I can only assume they're just persevering with suction and getting the patient back using loads of drops, because sometimes it's just physically not possible to remove wax using suction unless you really get the patient to come back and dose the ear with oil, and even then it can be a challenge. So I think it's, of course, using manual instruments is a lot more complex than microsuction, but it is a skill that I think, especially in the UK, I think, look at audiologists in America and in the Far East, they are more accustomed to using instruments, and it's probably something of the culture in the UK. Of course, the reason why most specialists don't want to use instruments is not only because it's difficult, they're a bit more skillful to use, but you're coming in more close contact with the canal wall, because you're gliding typically the instrument in between the wax plug and the canal wall. So you're more prone to potentially causing a bit of trauma or a bit of discomfort. So I can imagine that's the main reason. So I just reverted to the right ear hook here. This is the angle version, so it just allows me entry. I've managed to penetrate this into the core. I'm releasing slowly. If I came away too quick, it might have just dissected the plug, and that came out in one single piece. Just a bit of wax skin just on the second bend of the ear canal here on the surface. So we're just going to mop that away, and then we're going to visualize the patient's eardrum. I'm just going to rotate the speculum so we can see the eardrum. We're going to get it in focus now. So it all looks healthy in there. And then we've got some still images. So yeah, that huge plug I just removed, that was just in excess of 22 millimeters. And that's all the wax I removed from both ears together. Well, I hope you enjoyed that video, guys. Take care, keep well, and speak soon. Bye.